Alright, so I was going to do this for myself, so I figured I'd put it out there just as a reference for doing a core removal tool. I'll start a timer here in a second. I'm just going to explain a little bit. This is a dental pick. They show it in the video. They didn't specify. I'm sure it's obvious enough, but you can get like a little kit of them. Got this on Amazon for like $7, and they're pretty handy, especially for pulling out O-rings. And then I just got a Phillips and then a T8 driver, which happens to fit this. I don't know what size hex that is. And then I've got some Q-tips for cleaning it up, and the kit that comes from Appion, as well as some mineral oil. And I tried cleaning it up. I was messing with it a little bit earlier, but I saw that the O-ring is pretty messed up. So let me just pop that out. So it's got a tear here. Turn the brightness up. Oh, come on. And then, yeah, you can see it pretty easily on the video. Yeah, so that's what we're starting with. It doesn't take very long, so I'm just gonna shove it in there and then just redo it. So timer starting, let's see. You got all this stuff ready? Timer starting now. So you'd come in here. Probably the way I would do it is just change this O-ring first. So you go in there with your little dental pick, and it helps to go kind of like that, go around it, and then be able to pull the O-ring out. Of course, right now it's coming out, no problem. So let's just put that over there in the trash. And they've got a couple of O-rings. I think the original had like double or triple O-rings or something like that. But the newer ones, it says with stamped lettering. I'm assuming that's this stuff. So that's this size. So let's go ahead and change that. Actually, before we change it, I'm going to go ahead and just take it completely apart, because I'd like to clean it all and then kind of change everything out once it's already been cleaned, since I've never taken this apart before. And I live out here where it's pretty windy, out here in the middle of nowhere. So that part comes off. And then, oh, I actually forgot to mention, you're going to need something like Nip-X pliers and something else to be able to take this off. So that's what happens when you kind of don't know what you're doing. But I actually keep those in my pockets. So let's see, probably go. Ooh, that's pretty tight. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I've tried tightening this before. I'm not certain. Ooh, that looks pretty. Let's get a quick shot of those guys. Grimy. Alright, so from there, I think I'm going to continue on this end. I'm going to try not to scar the ball valve, which maybe it'd be easier if it was slightly turned a little bit. Let me see. Boom. So that way I can get behind it to grab this seal. Heck yeah. Yep. They're coming with me. Alright, so there's one seal. And then I think this ball valve is supposed to just slide out when you have it lined up. Let's clean this really quick. Okay. First tissue out of the way. That fell out literally. I feel like it fell out before I slammed it down. So this is the whoa ball valve. It honestly doesn't look too bad. Got a slot there where it actually gets actuated from. I'm gonna clean it because it actually does have a little bit of scarring. I'm looking at it closer with my eyes. Ooh. So this is from when I was first starting out. I wonder if I should even keep this VCRT. Can I turn on a light? No, I can't. Let's see if I can find that real quick with my regular eyes. Oh, here it is. So this, dang, it's not super easy to catch on camera. You can kind of see that circular. Let me get my flashlight out, but it'll be easier. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like a circular ring right there, where I scarred it from having the ball valve closed and then going in there with this thing and trying to put this away with the ball valve closed. So that's unfortunate, but all right. Then this, I think, should pop down into the body. Or maybe actually, no, I think this seal has to come out of the way first. Let's see. Does it? I don't think it does. I think this will actually pop. Yeah, did it. This is cool to me. I don't know why. There it is. There's a little actuation part. Very cool. All right. And then that last seal. So, oh, that's good to know. I don't know if you can see that. That seal got messed up from me popping it in. So I think now I know that the seal has to go in there first. No. I think this has to go in first and then the seal, so it doesn't get damaged by it in the same way that this got damaged when it came out. So I'm just gonna, this one I'm just stabbing a little bit to kind of get a grip, and I'm gonna pop it out. So there's that one. Got pretty beat up there. Yeah. Still cool. All right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe everything down with this Q-tip. Just a quick, I'll put the seal in there so I can go in and then unscrew it to try to get as much of that gunk out of there. All right, somewhat clean. So then we'll start with the easiest one. We'll just get this seal in there. And so you got to use the one with the stamped lettering or without the stamped lettering, depending on which generation you've got, which is probably just with the stamped lettering at this point. And then another thing I forgot to mention, you need a pen to kind of like seat it in there. That's seated actually pretty easily. That's in there. That's in there. Wow. Heck yeah. So then I think this has to go in next. So let's get these seals. Let's get all this old stuff in one spot so I don't get confused. So I guess that kind of just designated what kind of ball valve this is going to be. I'm not going to use it for evacuations anymore because it's got scarring on that. Oop, I just lost that O-ring. I'm going to try not to do that with the new one. Trying not to hit the brass and trying just to damage the rubber. Pull it up. Come on. Ah, shoot. Oh man, I just stabbed the crap out of myself. So don't do it with the needle pointing towards your finger, because I just got myself right there. Okay. Well, I guess it's good to have that on the video. If you haven't done this before, watch out for that. Don't be a dummy. Okay, I hope I didn't lose anything. Actually, even though I freaked out there, I actually managed to not lose track of that O-ring maybe. Alright, so I'm just cleaning it a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and put these little baby O-rings on first. So, this guy. I'm gonna have to put the first one on and then kind of push the other one on top of it. Try to go behind it. There we go. So get that stretch onto there. Oop, oop. Come on. Yeah. See, it's not as easy as what it looks on that polished video they've got. Okay, second one. Actually, you know what? I learned my lesson. I'm gonna go in with this on here. Didn't quite learn my lesson about stabbing myself, but I think that's gonna be less likely to damage the O-ring. And go over it. Come on. I'm not watching the video feed, so I don't know how this is turning out. Probably not well. Dadgummit. Thought I had halfway decent. Okay, I'm gonna try. It's kind of folded over onto there. Get that pick out of the way. Try to bring it over the rest of the way. Oh, this isn't easy. There we go. I got it. This does not. There's got to be like a more. Come on, get that last bit over. There we go. Okay, it's onto the first O-ring. So I think now if we just slide it over. There. All right, that was way harder than it seemed. And I'm not like super uncoordinated. I'm used to doing random crap like this for drone flying. So I would not underestimate how annoying that is to do. So yeah, I think this goes in first. How do you get it to fall down though? Okay, let me think here. Let's go to this kit again. Because it's got some tweezers. Got some tweezers elsewhere, but these are right here. Okay, so maybe if we kind of hold it. Dude, this is not, okay, like that. Okay. No, doesn't, try not to damage anything, but it's not like just falling into place. Try to get it to focus. Oh, there it is. It's in the. It's hard to show you, but it's kind of in the correct spot. I'm gonna try to let it fall. So it's kind of where it needs to be. So now I'm just gonna try and push it down into place. Okay, so that's most of it. Grab it with the tweezers and push in there, wiggling around. There it is. I think, yep, that's in place. Cool. So now we can go ahead and go in with the Teflon seal. And again, I'm not like a total noob to like doing things with my hands, but if you think you could do this faster, go ahead and prove it. Post it up on here and we'll have a better estimate for somebody with more skill. There we go. So the way that worked is I put it in flat. Let me just grab this one because I'm going to put this in here in a second. I took this and it just went in flat, and then once it got to the end, you rotate it to the correct orientation. Come on, go normal. All right, so now the ball valve goes back in, which, let me go ahead and, I want the damaged side to be the same as before in case it gets damaged some more. And I did lose track, oh, here it is, this guy. So this opens in this, or closes in that orientation. So I want the damaged side. Let's see if I can tell real quick. Yeah, this side's the damaged side. So I want that to be on this side. because when it closes, it's going to face out, and that's where it would get damaged again. So at least won't damage a new side. And I think to drop it in there, I'll just kind of guide it in with this. I think that's, there it is. I think it's in place. Take this hammer off again. All right, we'll use our little big pen to just make sure it's seated properly. Let me take a look at it with my own eyes. It looks to me like it's slightly rotated up like that, but I'm not sure if that's just a trick of the light. I'm gonna call it a trick of the light for now. So we'll drop our second seal just on top of there. That one's not just falling into place like the other one did. All right, and then we'll take this and give it a quick cleaning. I'm not going to have it taken apart like this ever again. Well, probably never again. Ooh, man. There we go. Give it one last clean. Okay. It's crazy, it's got little nicks in it. I guess somehow I did that. Alright, and then, oopsie. So this is the O-ring I just took off, so we need a similar one out of the repair kit. Grab that one. Looks very similar. Go ahead and throw that on there. Okay, so I think there's a little stray piece of Teflon, nylon, whatever that seal's made out of, from when it went into place. So I'm just gonna drop that out. Yeah. All right, so I think I will take a dab of oil and just put it around this outer edge. All right, go ahead and put this back together. In terms of changing I'm not doing the O-ring exclusively because you do that all the time, and the O-ring comes with the vacuum core removal tool, so I'm sure everybody has done it or can do it relatively easily. I'm doing it this way because this is what you're getting when you get the whole kit. The kit is like 45 bucks or something like that, and I never bought it because it's not just chump change. So now you get to see what it's like before you end up buying it. So there's that, and then we close it here. Ooh, that was pretty rough. I mean, it wasn't rough, it was just tight as hell. I might have taken a little piece out of the way whenever I did that. I feel like I see something in there. I don't know if you'll see it on that left side. Let's see if I can get that out of there. Well, that's not great. I wouldn't want that to end up inside of a system. Yeah, I guess that's just the Teflon seal. That's just, I don't know how I could have avoided that. I guess we'll wait for the comments on that one. So we'll put this screw back on here. All right. I mean, after that first one, it feels good now, but I don't know about those seals. All right, so then we just take this part. I'm not so worried about, because even if it was damaged, I mean, you can close this, and when you're putting that Schrader, it just would have to be leaking like crazy for me to worry about it. So let's see if we can take this off by hand. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to. Let me use my shirt. Yeah, it's not gonna come off very easily. Oh, there we go. Yeah, shirt is enough. It does have Loctite on there for sure, but if you grab it with your shirt, apparently that's enough to get it off. No need to use special pliers. So I should just pop off, hopefully. There we go. Get the Loctite on there. And this should all pop through. So we got that, and we got the screw. And then we'll go ahead and take off this first O-ring. Come on, get back there. Yeah, that's pretty torn up. I do appreciate that Appion has this as a repair kit, though. That's one of the things I've always liked about them. Because like for their G-Twin, sorry guys, that's probably getting super annoying. For their G-Twin, they have that like rebuild kit as well for the cylinders. It's kind of went off kilter there. And yeah, that's cool. Like not having to send it off and just being able to do it yourself, if you want to at least. I think that's really cool. Okay, so there's that. Wipe that off real quick. I think that's just a spacer. It feels like just an iron spacer. Oh, but it's not iron. It's some other material. All right, and those O-rings fell out on me. Cool. And that's pretty dirty in there. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know. It's somewhat dirty. So I'll go in here with the dirty one first. Flip it around. I think this is the last thing I'm going to clean. But yeah, this will help you make your decision whether you want to get the kit and either do it yourself. I would probably still get the kit. I don't think I would do this again. Just because, I mean, if the ball valve's damaged, if it's my core removal tool and I know I haven't damaged it, unlike that one, I had suspected that the ball valve was messed up. But if I knew it was good, maybe it'd be worth it. But this is taking me a while. Maybe after you get some practice, yeah, but I feel like this is the real selling point of this kit for me would just be having it in a pinch. When I just really needed it for a particular job because I needed a whole bunch of core removal tools and the ones that I had were all messed up. Where's my little pick here? Get rid of those. Grab. So that's the other thing is there's not enough O-rings here to do two, really, because there was two small ones for the actuator for the ball valve and then another two small ones for this. So maybe I'm just missing a baggie, but this seems like it would only be able to repair one tool fully and then another one partially. But maybe I'm just missing a bag. That's probably what happened. So I bet you could kind of, let's see. No, I think it'll be easier just to drop those in there and try to get them maybe lined up with the point of this pen. That worked for the first one. Oh yeah, there we go. Seated pretty well. All right, and then this spacer goes in there. Try not to, oh, yep, immediately got stuck. There we go. And then that messed up seal, what did I do with it? It wasn't this one. I think it was this one. So that would be, I think, this size. Yeah, I might be doing these O-rings in the wrong place. So if you do end up doing this, you can probably do it faster than me, and you should definitely take a look at the official video. And I don't know if they mentioned exactly which bag the O-ring is in, because that would be really helpful, but I feel like they didn't mention that. Let me see. This O-ring is super stiff. This might be more longer lasting in that way. There we go. There we go. Oh, almost. There's that. And this should just drop in here. Just kind of spinning it. Let's just get a little bit of oil on there. Wipe off the excess. Did I do this in the wrong order? I totally did this in the wrong order, didn't I? No, I feel like it should go in there. What the heck? Oh, okay. You have to put a little bit of pressure on it. It's not like immediately gonna slide through, apparently. Okay, so there's that. Put this cat back on. And put this screw back on. And it is still got a little bit of stiction in there. Just grab my shirt. So I think you could pretty safely, I don't think that's gonna come off just on its own. So there it is. I mean, you could stick the, oh, those seals though. I don't know if there's like a particular seal for the front and one for the back, but they're definitely not. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's it. Time, right? I'm sure I should have used the oil somewhere else too, but is it worth it? I don't think so. Not to sit around and do this. It took me probably around 20 minutes to do this, so would I do this again? Probably not. But will I keep all these O-rings in my backpack? Definitely. So there it is.